the truth about seller concessions. What are concessions? Who pays the concessions? What can concessions be used for? Let's talk about this real estate term and what it means for a buyer or a seller, anybody who's in the housing market looking to buy or sell. Hey there, I am Christina Sparks, realtor with Real Broker, owner, House of Sparks. The housing market right now, summer 2025 is when this is being recorded, is feeling like a buyer's market. Buyers are being picky and cautious, where listings are continuing to come on market and having days on market, and even price reductions. There is some serious competition to stand out as a seller. So what are concessions? Concessions are an agreed upon dollar amount that the seller pays within the contract. For example, in the contract, if you're looking at the piece of paper, you will have the offer price minus concessions, seller paid concessions, which brings me to who pays for the concessions? The seller. Technically, the seller is paying or deducting from their profit this amount upfront on the sale. So what can the concessions be used for? This is where it gets interesting, because you can use these for a variety of things as a buyer. As a seller, you can offer this upfront when you're promoting and advertising the sale of your home, and the buyer can use these funds to cover part or all of their closing costs, meaning the buyer can lower the cash that they actually have to bring to the table, the closing table. Seller concessions can also be used to buy down the interest rate for the buyer. The rate buy down, any rate buy down, will always have a chunk of an upfront cost due at the closing table. And again, to lower the amount the buyer has to bring to close, these concessions can be used to help pay for that lower rates. Another way to use seller concessions can be to cover part of the buyer's down payment, if they have one. Again, helping the buyer by lowering their cash to close amount, the amount they have to bring to the closing table. With affordability being pretty tight for most buyers right now between interest rates and home prices, concessions have become a crucial part of contract for purchasing a home. Take a look at the graph. Almost half of sellers are making concessions right now to get their home sold. Home prices have gone up significantly in the past 5 years, which means sellers should have a ton of equity. And as a seller, you likely have plenty of room to offer these concessions and still walk away with a profit. Think of concessions as tools, not trade-offs or sacrifices. If you want, sellers can offer concessions from the start of the listing. This offer can help your home stand out to a buyer who is actually needing them. If you're a seller or a buyer, talk to an agent about concessions and how using this tool can help you on your journey through the housing market, whether it's getting your home sold or finding a house. Please go ahead and like this video if you learned something new, and don't forget to subscribe. I post real estate tips every single week on Thursday. As always, feel free to reach out if you have any questions. I'm happy to help any way that I can. Have a great day.